when you're riding, do you have this problem that when you're riding without stirrups, everything is very easy and you can follow the horse's movement, and then when you put the stirrups back on, everything gets difficult? So I will tell you what most likely is the reason for that and how to fix it. So when you put the stirrups on, what might happen is that you kind of push against the stirrup when trying to keep the stirrup on, and kind of put too much weight on the stirrup. And what that does is that it locks your leg and it makes your leg very stiff, and you kind of push yourself a little bit out of the saddle. And so here, if I'm now in my riding position and now I start pushing down, then I start coming up. And also now my joints are a lot stiffer. So I really need to have this supple, kind of a springy feeling in my joints to be able to follow the horse's movement and to be able to absorb the horse's movement. So you really don't want to push against the stirrup, and you don't want to put too much weight on the stirrup, because that's going to make your hips, your knees and your ankles very stiff, and then you cannot follow the horse's movement anymore. What you could think about is that it's like you had some kind of trampolines under your feet, so there's this kind of like springy feeling a little bit in your joints. And another thing you could think about is that like there would be somebody's fingers in between your foot and your stirrup, and you really don't want to crush them, because you want to keep quite light contact with the stirrup, because that will allow your joints to still move and be supple. So you really don't want to be pushing against the stirrup or putting too much weight on the stirrups, but on the contrary, you want to go quite light.